Because, ladies and gentlemen, I have to do something that I've done in the past, but I haven't had to do but so much in my career. I just feel compelled to do it today. And that's to issue an apology. There's several people that we all owe apologies to, and I'll put myself at the front of the list, but none more so than the apology that I owe to Kyrie Irving. Oh, shit. The reality is that Kyrie Irving, no matter what we think, may have been more right than we have given him credit for, and unquestionably was more vilified than he deserved. And ladies and gentlemen, it starts with me.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to your boy Just On Time Entertainment, where facts meet reality. If it's trending, if it's controversial, if it's just flat out funny, we gonna talk about it on this channel right here. So while you're rocking with me, I respect that. If you're rocking with me, I love that. If you're really truly rocking with me, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way you get it every single time that I drop something. Again, we on the ride, baby. This is about to be amazing. So let's get it on time. Let's get it just on time. Let's go. Welcome back. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming in here. We got a nice little one. Mr. Joe Budden podcast did something really good. Mark Lamar Hill, I usually call him a pander bear. I be all over him and everything. He still do be pandering, but he does bring some good topics to the show sometime. And this one was about Stephen A. Smith apologizing to Kyrie Irving and how it was weird, the timing of it. And I've tried to tell you in the past about Stephen A. Smith, or as I call him, Stephen A. Grift. I call him Stephen A. Grift. And this is what he does. This man literally will get on camera and talk about what he doesn't talk about. He'll get on camera and give you bull crap, and you're supposed to eat it as if it's like a steak dinner, right? Well, I'm glad they brought this up. Hey, I'm glad y'all been rocking with me. I appreciate this, guys. This is like something quick that I found, and I wanted to respond to it. Just crossed over 200 subscribers. So, hey, that's all about y'all. Y'all told me that y'all want me to change some things as far as the audio and the ad-libs, the ones that pop up, they're a little too loud. So I'm going to go ahead and address that. Thank you so much for telling me, because if nobody tells me that, how would I know? So if I say, tell me what I'm doing right, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what you want me to change, tell me what you want me to keep the same, I'm really saying that because I believe in that. So I appreciate you guys doing that. They crossed me over 200 subscribers, and I'm shooting for the moon. Let's go. So we're going to roll with this and react to how this rolls. Oh, and by the way, reason why I don't have the page up itself is because Joe Budden don't play that. Joe Budden will shut your butt down if you play his videos without his consent. So you can play the audio, but the video is off limits. That's when you get high up like that, that's what happens. But let's go.
Speaking of basketball, is Stephen A. Smith. He issued an apology this afternoon, or yesterday, excuse me.
Yesterday.
To Kyrie Irving. Do we play a little bit of the clip?
Do we have to? I'm sorry, yes, please play the clip.
I think it was mature. I think it was needed. I think it was
play the clip.
Him holding himself accountable. I appreciated it.
I hate when you use your grown man voice. It's annoying. I hate it. Oh,
that's why you always use yours. Oh, shit. It's cool, my nigga.
That's a good one.
All right. Now I'm going to
What you got?
I almost feel like this is like a joke.
Do you want me to play this? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Developing and saying he wasn't really needed. So Kyrie Irving eventually will be back next season, and he'll be the superstar guard that we know him to be. A scoring machine, one of the greatest handles we've ever witnessed, one of the greatest skills players we've ever seen in NBA history. But this is not about him, the basketball player. What's up, everybody?
Yo, turn it. Yeah,
welcome.
I'm not listening to him. I'm not listening to this. Yeah. I mean, unless y'all feel like it got to be played.
One thing I like about Joe is when he's creating his content, he creating it with himself. Rapper Joe try to act like he ain't in there no more, but he's always gonna be in there. I ain't hearing this shit. Turn this bullshit off. That's a motherfucker throwing the tape out. That's equivalent to somebody throw the tape out the window. Get that out of there, right? He like, look, listen, I'm not listening to this bullshit. That right there told me what type of time Joe was on, and I appreciate it because he's cool with Stephen A. Smith. But when Stephen A. is doing some bull, you got to call it out. We know to 100% this is political. This ain't got nothing to do with you apologizing to Kyrie Irving. The tirades that you went on. Matter of fact, back then I was on TikTok and X, and I was doing a lot of voiceovers. So I would do a lot of Shannon Sharp voiceovers. I would do a lot of Stephen A. Smith voiceovers. There was a lot of voiceovers that I did talking shit, right?
This is bullshit. How the fuck you gonna talk about I'm talking all this shit about Kyrie Irving?
All I'm saying, Stephen A., is that you just always
But
seem to go
I
at
didn't mention it. I didn't say a goddamn word about
I'm saying,
Kyrie.
Stephen A., is you just go at Kyrie
Wow.
constantly. I'm just saying, Stephen A., I'm like, come
That's
on,
some
man.
bullshit.
You know, you just sitting here
How you
doing all
gonna
kinds of
accuse
stuff
me
for
of
the
that?
paycheck. You just, tap, shoe, dancing, brother. You just doing what you got to do just
What?
to get that check, and I get it. But come on, man. Like, I just find it interesting. That's all.
I'm not gonna sit. Listen,
But that's all I'm trying to say,
stop
Stephen A.
fucking
This is
playing.
crazy.
Just tell me exactly
What?
how you feel
Come on, man.
about me, the man, as we sit here on this damn platform. My
already said
platform.
what I
This
had
is
to say,
my
Stephen A.
goddamn show. This is my shit. I don't give a damn. Come on and say it,
I
goddamn
said
it.
what I said, Stephen A. I just find it interesting that you just always go at the
What is
black
interesting?
man, but you never seem to have the same energy
I
for
don't
like
give a
Aaron
damn
Rodgers
about
or
what you
Tom
talking
Brady
about,
or
this
anybody like that, but you
bullshit.
just always want to go at Kyrie. I wonder why. That's all.
Using the Kyrie Irving saga between him and Stephen A. Smith. I mean, Kyrie Irving, what the fuck you talking about going at, don't want to side with the Brooklyn Nets? What kind of shit is that? I will go at Stephen A. that way. He got my page striked a couple times, which is cool. But my thing is, now all of a sudden, 6-7 years later, you want to apologize? After going on 2-3 year tirade? Come on, bro. I'm with you, Joe Budden. Appreciate that. Let's go.
I'll go pee or something.
No, it's all good.
I think it's a conversation that we should have.
We can talk about it because I have thoughts. It felt like as Stephen A. is trying to get into good graces with the right, he's doing this to kind of fall into that, to me. Because what's happening with Fauci right now, I don't know whether he's guilty or not, but he's not responding to anything on testimony.
Yeah.
They're not really providing real evidence, back to your evidence point. So why does he have to? He should apologize to Kyrie. I agree with that 100%. It's just the why now.
And that's what I don't like about it.
Weird.
Yes, I agree. I feel like a lot of what Stephen A. be doing just has these fucking political agendas.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, you've already apologized to Kyrie. He did.
Oh, he did?
Yes. No, he did. A bunch of times. He went on TV, gave the whole speech about the people that we have some mutual people in common, some of the OGs that raised me, raised Kyrie's dad, and they pulled me to the side.
Oh, true.
Kenny Smith pulled me to the side, said, you know what, you was out of line for how you did that. And what my thing about Stephen A., he went in on Kyrie for over a year and a half.
2 or 3 years.
For over a year and a half, when we were facing a fucking worldwide, a national
Pandemic.
national,
Global.
International.
Yeah, international. I'm sorry,
Global.
international, global pandemic, right? Where everybody should have had the right to decide how they wanted to handle their health.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kyrie is married. Some of the things he was stating was, we don't know the effects that this will have long term on my baby, if we're having a baby, or my wife. And I'm sorry, but the game of basketball doesn't come first.
So when Joe get in his bag, he's being real. Now, you got to understand something. This is not something that I think is secondhand information for Joe. I think this is firsthand information that he's getting right from the source's mouth, which will be Kyrie Irving. Kyrie's from Jersey. Kyrie's father. They grew up there. So they know. This is reality.
We don't need to hear from Stephen A. no more about Kyrie. Kyrie too real of a nigga. You did it. You kicked his back in. You said he wasn't shit. You said he should put a ring before his. You said all of this stuff. So to come back now, all of these years later, with I owe Kyrie an apology, it's performative. It just comes off fake. This shit is whack.
Especially, like I said, coming off. The reason why he did it is because Fauci's on.
Yeah.
Well, there's two reasons.
But see,
there's the Fauci attack, and then there's the White House releasing the COVID
Stephen A. is
report.
my man, but I don't like all that political shit. This shit is ass.
Yeah, and that's my point. My point in bringing it up isn't to celebrate Stephen A.'s apology. It's to say,
my bad, y'all. Like, if y'all hear it in the background, the kids outside, and I'm trying to get this together, but the sound, I'm trying to make sure the sound is good, but sometimes they be outside just screaming to the top of their lungs like they fire trucks. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, damn. So I'm like, hey, chill out. Calm down. But like I was saying, Joe Budden has firsthand knowledge of this. Kyrie's from Jersey, so is his father. So I think Joe actually has an opportunity. He's been talking to Kyrie and them personally and saying, hey, what do you think about this? And I guarantee he's getting some shit from Kyrie saying like, hey, man, I don't rock with this dude at all. And it's interesting that it's always the same guy. Remember, Kevin Durant, you don't want to make an enemy out of me. Ain't that what Stephen A. Smith said? Ain't that what he said? This guy.
there's something else.
The North remembers.
Yes. There's something else afoot here. And it's
you, boy.
He watching.
Look at you, boy.
That's Game of Thrones?
You watching.
I never watched it, but I know the reference.
You watching, yo.
He watching.
But yeah, it's the Fauci witch hunt, which is happening right now.
Yeah.
And it is the White House just yesterday releasing a report, or what they tweeted out like the truth about COVID or something like that. I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
But it's clearly playing to a certain political base, and it seems very clear that Stephen A. is trying to be in conversation with him. I'm not even talking about whether the report's true or not. I'm just saying Stephen A.'s timing is very convenient. He's not apologizing to Kyrie for the third time today just because he felt bad today. He's doing it.
You know what my thing is too in the content space, and I'll only speak for me. Like when it's well established that somebody don't fuck with you, like past just I'm not fucking with you, then it's over. It's over. It's not for you to keep bringing their name up.
Yeah.
It's not for you to. I don't think that Kyrie should be the last name that Stephen A. says with how he behaved during that shit. He should never want to say Kyrie's name.
So let me ask you, because now we just in objective land. The stuff that Fauci has done, even for people that were heavily in support of Fauci, him getting up there pleading the fifth 77,000 times in a row, all of those things, it turned people and it swayed people. So now if because you guys might be right, like it could be something he's doing performative to appeal to the Republican base. Cool. But let's just say as a black man to another black man, I got up here publicly and dissed him twice. So I'm not on his team. I'm just saying, let's say he does feel some level of accountability toward how he dragged him. And now he gets on his platform, the same big platform that he used to shit on him, to apologize to him based on the new discoveries by the CDC and Fauci.
Because I guarantee he didn't call Kyrie.
I don't know.
Yeah, but even if he did though.
But even if he did, I
you know
would
how they
still
say
want
make the apology as loud as the disrespect. I know you don't
Stop
fuck with
it.
that.
Yeah,
I know you don't.
I don't fuck with that at all, and I can almost assure that Kyrie don't fuck with it. Let's pretend that they was having a conversation.
You see that right there? How he said, let's pretend I know that Kyrie don't fuck with it. He knows something. Oh, shit. He knows something. 100% knows something. So, my thing is this. If Joe Budden knows that Kyrie don't fuck with Stephen A. Smith, how don't Stephen A. Smith don't know that? Or maybe he does know that. And he don't care because he's now trying to throw his hat in a political situation. And so throwing your hat in that political situation, you need to make sure you appease both sides, a.k.a. Stephen A. Grift. I have to grift. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Well, sitting on that wall, that means you're sitting on both fences, right? Until you choose where you're going to jump off of. Well, Humpty Dumpty's still sitting up there. Stephen A. Grift. He's just looking down. What side? What side's going to help me? What side is going to help me? Oh, the left? I'll go there. What side is going to help me? Oh, the right? I'll go there. Oh, shit. What side is going to help me? Who give me the money? That's how Stephen A. Smith acts. That's how he talk, right? And Joe calling that shit out. Nigga, don't come talking about Kyrie Irving. He on the list of you leaving him the fuck alone. That's a fact. So do that, bruh. Stay to yourself. There's a lot of other fucking things you can talk about other than Kyrie Irving. You too big of a person far as in the content created world, right? You're backed by Disney and ESPN, and you're still talking about Kyrie Irving every damn day. The man didn't even play last year, and you're bringing up Kyrie Irving. Who know I want to apologize to? Kyrie Irving. Fuck that. Like Joe said. Don't mention my name.
Conversation Stephen A. and Kyrie, and Stephen A. said, "You know what, man? I want to make the respect as loud. I want to go on my channel."
No. He would have shut that down.
100% said no.
It still don't stop what Stephen A. might feel is appropriate.
Now,
All right,
so
if I shitted on
if the apology is
personally,
for him, it should stop him right there. In this
personally,
track.
if I shitted on you publicly, even if we squash it behind the scenes, because so many people watched me do it, I also want to clear that position up, just to say, yo, I was wrong.
Just for a little bit of clarity for the Newark couch, this video is 19 minutes long. The apology comes within first 30 seconds, and the rest of the video is about the Fauci.
That's my point.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, he didn't need to mention Kyrie.
This wasn't about Kyrie.
It was not about Kyrie. This is the headline to get people in.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all, if I was to come on this podcast and say that couch smells like shit, and then I called you and I apologized about it, and you said, yo, don't bring you, especially you say, yo, don't bring that shit back on the podcast. It's just gonna bring it back alive, Demona. This apology means enough to me. If I still go on and make the apology on the podcast, knowing that people.
I'm gonna go ahead and speed past Demona. Oh shit! Because nobody want to hear from her. I'm just being honest. She got her body done, and she believes now all of a sudden she can talk. Nobody. Sorry, Demona. We're gonna push past you. You do say some stuff that's funny, but when it comes to like real shit, outside of like rap content and messy content or dick and pussy content, you're no good. So we're gonna keep pushing. Let's go.
The same behavior that LeBron pointed out when he stepped to him at that fucking Celtic game. Or I think that was a Celtic game. He was saying, yo, how I rock with you. We don't really jive. You know that because we've spoken about it. The world don't have to know, but you and I know. So for you to continue with this, Bronny James or whatever the fuck he was saying at the time, LeBron is like, yeah, as a dad now, I'm stepping to you because you know where I stand with you, and you still speaking me and my family's name for what? Kyrie is on that list. Kevin Durant is on that list. Stephen A. has compiled a list. There's a list of people.
Yeah.
Dog, you made all your money. You got your contracts. You can now do your job. You got all the shows in the world. You're one of the biggest content creators out there. You can do your job without mentioning these people. Yeah. You can.
And that's why I say this is a cynical.
It comes off bad.
And it comes off cynical to me. Again, like, there's a bunch of people after the COVID stuff came out and after the Fauci stuff is happening who were running a victory lap. Or who were saying we were right or whatever they're saying, right? Stephen A. wants them to know that he's with them. And so this is his way of doing it. This is about triangulating the audience. This is about making money.
Triangulation.
Yeah, this is clearly, it's so cynical and strategic. It's
That's where I will differ. Now, Mark Lamont Hill, I understand where you're coming from. You're a smart brother, so I believe that you would think that cynically, right? You would think 25 steps ahead on his chessboard of how you can get back in the graces or get into the graces of that political party that believes in no shots, especially when it comes to COVID. And the funny thing, this has been weird because it's like we all gotten shots, tetanus shots and all that stuff, hepatitis, whatever. We all gotten it, but those have been things that have been tested for 50, 60, 70, 100 years, right? So we've been cool with that, but we weren't going to be cool with something that came out and all of a sudden we just taking 3, 4, 5 of them in a year. And again, that's up on you to what you want to do. That's for you and your family to decide. But Mark, I don't think Stephen A. Smith is thinking that far. I don't believe he has your brain. I don't believe he has my brain. Oh, shit! I believe that Stephen A. Smith is just trying to get his black card back. We're going to make it that simple. I want my black card back. I know a lot of black people left me because of the simple fact that Terrell once told me that Max was blacker than me. And ever since then, I've been fighting to get it back, been grasping for air. This just doesn't make any sense. that I lost my black card. That's the reason why Stephen A. Smith is doing that, I believe, allegedly. So let's get in the good graces of black folk. Let's talk about Kyrie Irving. Let's make sure that I apologize to Kyrie Irving. Out of all people, where does this come from? It can't nothing to do with vaccinations, because if that was the case, jump on the air and apologize to Aaron Rodgers. Now, I will give Stephen A. Smith credit. He did mention Aaron Rodgers, but it was kind of like a footnote. No, that needed to be the biggest thing. If it wanted to be about a person and vaccinations, Aaron Rodgers actually opposed against the vaccinations. Kyrie Irving never said a word. He just didn't get them. Okay? Aaron Rodgers actually went on air and said things. So if you wanted to get on the side of the political group that is against it, then uphold Aaron Rodgers. But you won't do that because you know what you're trying to do. You know you're trying to grift. And a grifter, like an eagle, jumps in the air and see where that wind is blowing. See how it's going to carry me. Because when you're flying at 20,000 feet, 15,000 feet, you don't need to use as much energy as if you're flying on the ground or close to it. So you use the air to grift you or drift you. Sorry. But that's the same way Stephen A. Smith thinks. We're going to keep pushing though. Let's go.
It's not surprising, but it's this.
And if we on an apology tour, then all right, go apologize to Joy.
Joe Budden meant Molly. He said Joy, but he meant Molly. Molly Carroll. He was talking about Molly.
Like if you on an apology tour, there are some names that you probably may owe an apology if you just think long enough when you go to sleep at night.
Shit, I tell you, I looked at the White House shit and I read some of that. I'm sitting there like, damn. Man, let me see if I can get this Moderna out now. If they got something, I can go ahead and get this Moderna out a little bit.
What did the report say? I literally didn't read it. I just saw that it came out.
It's been a bunch of shit. This is not new.
Nothing new? Okay.
It's been a bunch of shit. The CDC's been putting out shit literally for the last year or two, talking about the effects of the vaccines. So,
okay.
So you can get it out, man.
How?
I mean, it's a bunch of shit for real to get it out, but a good old shot.
You mean get it out your body?
Yeah. Take that shit back
out.
Way. Get some toke, man.
I'll get you down.
And I'm going to end it there. I wanted to talk about that because Stephen A. Smith is going to, in the next year, I'm going to predict in the next year that he's going to be trying to get into the political races, right? So, with doing that, you got to start cleaning up your shit from the past. This is 2026. He has 6 months. And I say 6 because it comes into like February or whatever. 6 months to clean up his shit. Because otherwise, they're going to be doing those campaigns. And do you want this man, Kyrie Irving, is some bullshit, to be your mayor? You don't say things like that, right? And then it'll show Kyrie in the side, whimpering from a needle, and Stephen A. holding it. He has to make sure he cleans his shit up. And within doing that, he going to have to start backtracking on a lot of stuff. So if he jumps into political realms, people like Mrs. Jasmine Crockett is going to be waiting for him. She might actually pay money out of her pocket to try to take him down. I've always said that I want Stephen A. Smith to run for president. I do. Because then it'll show why you got 2 baby mamas. You ain't never married not one of them. Who are these women? Who are these kids? This is what I want to come out. Yes. So Stephen A., please run for political office because I believe that you can lose all the way through. You will never win, but you will lose. And I'll get to see it. And then that gives me more content I can get to do against Stephen A. Smith. So I appreciate you doing this, man. But Joe Budden calling it out is 100% fact. That's exactly what Stephen A. Smith is. He's a grifter. He grifts to whatever side is holding him not accountable. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Again, just hit 200 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me you want me to change. Tell me you want me to keep the same. I'm going to bring out some more stuff. If you don't like this video, hit the thumbs down. If you like it, hit the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. Tell me how I'm doing. Appreciate y'all. And I'm out. Your boy's gone. Peace.